Sometimes I'm asked, why does Audible Elegance exist? What is our goal, mission, so to speak? And the reality of it is, I love music, and I try to get to the music any which way I can. As I've told people in the past, if two tin cans and a string tied together produce the best music, then that's what I would sell. It's not about the cost of the equipment, it's about how good the equipment can stay out of the way of the music. The equipment can't make the music that's recorded better. All it can do is make things worse. So we kind of flip the view into what does the least amount of harm to music for the dollars that you're willing to spend. We look at trying to get to the music itself as a mission, because what we want you to do is to buy music, and lots of it. I mean, that's what makes the music industry thrive. Selling one gazillion-dollar turntable to somebody who is fortunate enough to be able to afford that really doesn't affect what the music industry is all about. Whereas somebody who, and a lot of people who can afford a really good system, they're encouraged and they're enthusiastic about buying more music. And that's really the mission. And I've heard some fairly inexpensive systems produce a delightful amount of music. Just like I've heard $200,000, $300,000 systems that, as my wife Debbie would say, why would I buy that? I can already get that at Walmart. And she's absolutely correct. There was nothing musical about it at all. It's always been our mission to try to get the most amount of music for the least amount of dollars. We've had occasions where customers have come in and showed me some things that allowed me to get better at doing that. And that's most appreciated. There's so many products out there that it's impossible for anybody to have heard them all, and particularly in the combinations that are all possible. And anybody that says he's heard that before knows what it's all about. That's salesman bravado at best, and a fabrication or a fib, as we would call it, at worst. And I've heard very good product that I was interested in that got absolutely horrendous reviews from magazines. And when you really dug into it, it was not about the product, it was about the politics of our industry. And they do exist. They're real. And it's a real shame, because I saw some companies that really had a delightful promise to deliver music at a really good value. One bad review and it just decimated the company and put them out. And that's kind of the antithesis of what we try to do, which is to try to find good and great performance out of something that that normal people can afford. If there's other people who can afford really expensive stuff that doesn't perform well, that's how they want to spend their money. Well, as I say, it's their money, but it's not our goal. It's not our philosophy here. We're about performance, and any which way we can get to it, that's our goal. We want you to buy music. We want you to enjoy music, and I don't care what type of music it is. I listen to all sorts of stuff. I listen to classical, I listen to rap. There's been some wonderful videos that I've seen recently of rock and roll that, I wish they produced it on a vinyl so that people could really enjoy their performance. It was really creative. And I listen to country. My wife listens to old country music. Some of that is spectacular. And that's what it's all about. It's music and all of it, not just one form of it. Um, but we're performance oriented, and it's again, it's all about trying to get the most amount of music out of the system for the dollars you're willing to spend, and make sure that we have equipment that gets out of the way of the music rather than harming it, because none of this stuff can make a performance better. It can only make it worse. That's why we encourage you, if you get a chance, go to live performances. But hopefully you're not spending some of the ticket prices I've seen lately. So you'll actually find some great musicians in the smallest of paid places. They can show up in bars around the University of Cincinnati or over at NKU. Go enjoy those people, because that's what it's all about. It's the goal.